Shalom. To start this lesson, I want to begin by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to sincere brothers pushing truth and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, the Jali. And also, shalom to fuses that listen and believe as well. Shalom to you all. On the brother Wardman Lawyer from the GMS Miami, the Herald's Yahweh Shai Camp, and also for the GMS Southwest Florida camp out here in the Fort Myers area. And I come back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to edify the elect, my fellow brothers lower and I be a part of the elect, and also to edify the rest of believers out there as well. And what I'm gonna be going into in this lesson is you aren't going to be on the other side taking notes forever. All right, I'm gonna read the title again. You aren't going to be on the other side taking notes forever, all right, which is true, all right. And this is a title that actually came to me yesterday while I was in the shower. Well, I think before I got into the shower, I believe it was before I got into the shower, or I believe it was before I got into the shower. It came to my mind, and I had to write that down in my notes. Well, nah, Slakia, but it came to me right before class was about to start, or when class started yesterday, because we did do our midweek lesson yesterday, okay? And right when class was about to start, or when class just started, uh, the topic came to my mind. Yeah, it was before class started, right before class started. The topic came to my mind, and I wrote it down. I knew that I had to write it down on my phone, and eventually I wrote it down on my phone, and you know, time went by, and we got to doing our midweek lesson. And within the midweek lesson, I actually mentioned how I actually mentioned that how you ain't gonna be on the other side taking notes forever, So and it was timely because especially what we were talking about in the lesson, which this is a beautiful lesson, man. You brothers, you sisters, if you haven't watched this lesson already, man, tap into it. It's a very beautiful lesson, man. GMS Southwest Florida Midweek Fellowship, July 8th, 2026. What have you done for the Lord lately? This is a very heavy and beautiful lesson. All right. Was edifying, all right, to us, all right. It was fun, all right, as well. All right. To us, myself, the Bishop Shamar, the brother Arya, he was edified to us, man, to do this lesson. But going back to what I was saying, uh, we were talking in the lesson. I forget what the time step was, but what we were talking about, it was timely. It was so timely. I was able to bring out the title of the lesson that I wrote down in my phone. You know, and now fast forward into now, the next day, the next morning. All right, the next day, this morning, doing the lesson, putting it on wax. Okay, and it's just once again, man, the title. You aren't going to be on the other side taking those forever. All right, and that's for you brothers, man. That you probably done came up. You probably been in this truth. You probably came around. You probably been three months of this truth. All right, 6 months. All right, a year, 2 years. You probably on the other side taking notes. You're not gonna be on the other side taking notes forever, man. All right, you're not. Eventually, the Lord is going to increase you, especially if you're giving diligence. The Lord is going to increase you. The Lord is going to start to require more from you, man. All right, because all of us, we all, all right, bear a gift, our gifts, because more certain brothers got more gifts than others. We all bear a gift, our gifts, and we cannot neglect that. All right, and your gift, all right, your gift, our gifts, is not just you being on the other side taking notes. No, you have to move up. And you will move up, like I mentioned, because the Lord will increase you if you're given the diligence. The Lord will increase you. The Lord will start to require more from you. And I know myself, every man that you see on this screen right here, all right, the apostles, our elders, all right, the bishops, the deacons, a great millstone. Hey, they started at a level, and they increased. All right, we all started at a certain level, and we increased, and the Lord increased us, and we're constantly being increased. All right, this truth ain't about being stagnant and staying in one place. All right, and being complacent. Okay, I'm good here. No, you're gonna constantly grow. The Lord is constantly going to require more from us, man. Okay, so you brothers that's on the other side taking notes, you behind the camera. All right, you facing the brothers that's on the line. All right, the head brothers, the main brothers. All right, the men that have crossed over, you facing them. You taking notes. You behind the camera. You're not gonna be in that same position in that same place till Yahushua returns. That's not how it works. Especially if you're diligent. Hey, the Lord's gonna start requiring more from you. Okay, you can't get comfortable where you at. All right, yeah, I'm gonna just take notes. I'm gonna just take notes and come out the camp take no. Eventually, yeah, the Lord gonna start requiring more. The Lord gonna increase. He gonna start increasing you. The Lord gonna start increasing you. He gonna require more from you. All right, if you diligent. If you're not diligent, eventually the Lord will show it and then the Lord will spew you out. All right. But if you are diligent, you put your best foot forward, the Lord will start requiring more from you. Hey, the apostles always say, man, I know ever since I've been in this truth, I always heard this saying, man, if you're able to bring out 4 precepts for a lesson, you're able to do a lesson. You're able to do a video. You're able to bring out 4 precepts for a topic, go do a lesson on it. At that point, oh shit, I can find 4 milk scriptures about the Lord and the Israelites being of dark skin. Go do a lesson. Damn. So all those notes you was taking, now you start to increase. Now you gotta go do lessons. All right. Now you gotta edify. Okay. And that's just one example. All right. There's other examples as well because not everybody's a prophet. All right. But once again, I'm gonna read the title. And I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna get to the scriptures. The title is one more time. You aren't going to be you aren't going to be on the other side taking notes forever, and that's just what it is. This is the book of First Corinthians chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at verse. I'll get right to the point. Verse 4. For while one saith, I am Paul, and another, I am Apollos, are ye not carnal? Who then is Paul and who is Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believe, even as the Lord gave to every man? I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is because, hey, we can teach you this word. We can give you the word. We can give you preach this wisdom and this knowledge, this understanding to you. All right, you can receive it. All right, but it's the Lord that give the increase, and the Lord does give the increase, man. Especially going back to what I said, if you're diligent. Okay, if you're diligent, the Lord going to increase you, and I'm a witness of that. The apostles, the elders, the bishops, the deacons. All right, the men that been around. All right, 30 plus, 20 plus, 15 plus, 10 plus. All right, our witnesses of the Lord does give you the increase. Okay, the Lord does start to require more. You don't stay in the same position forever. Okay. So then, neither is he that planteth anything, neither is he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. Is the Lord that give the increase. All right. Is the Lord. Is the Lord that blesses us. Okay. He's the one that does that. Just to keep it plain, gives us the increase once again. All right. And you can keep reading, but that's really the point I wanted, man. The Lord gives the increase. And we're constantly being increased. All right. But really speaking to you brothers, that's on the other side. You taking notes. All right. You GMS note takers. That's an insider. All right. That's an insider, man. Shout out to that brother. All right. You taking notes right now, but you're not gonna be there forever. You're gonna be increased. You're gonna start off from taking notes, then it's gonna lead to, okay, now you bring it out precepts at cap on the other side, right? You raising up your sword, a brother calling you, hey, bring out your precept out. Brothers calling you to find scriptures, all right? Then from there, all right, certain caps you're not gonna be able to bring out your precepts. You're gonna be like, damn, I had a precept. A brother gonna tell you, hey, you had a precept, go put it on wax, go do a lesson. Now you being increased now again. Now you doing lessons. Now from you doing lessons, all right, you being built up, you doing lessons, you studying. Now eventually, boom, now you're on the other side. Now, okay, boom. Now you gotta, hey, all right, I've been studying, I've been bringing out these lessons. Now I gotta make sure that I continue with this. The Lord is what? Constantly increasing you. You're not gonna be on the other side taking those forever. For whoever this may be for. Yeah, I'm just comfortable here just taking notes. No, no, it's not that. The Lord gonna require more. Once again, if you're diligent, you take your notes, you study and stuff like things like that. The Lord gonna start requiring more. The Lord gonna put that fire under your ass. You're gonna start doing more. But if you just individual, yeah, I was just here. I'm just here. I'm just here. You don't got no excitement, nothing. You just and the Lord go put a scope on you. If you sincere, you gonna do more. If you not, you gonna get the hell away. The Lord gonna shine that light. But the point being, either which way, you not gonna be in that same position forever. You not. All right. That word increase, right? In the same verse 7, where the increase means to cause to grow. So Lord gonna cause you to grow. He gonna push you to grow, to increase, become greater, to grow, increase. All right. It says of a multitude of people. All right. What else it says? Enlarge, to grow, enlarge. All right. Grow up, give the increase. So Lord, He's the one that causes us to grow. Once again, I may keep saying it throughout the lessons. Forgive me. But if you give it that diligence, the Lord is going to cause you to grow. He's going to increase you. If you go out there, out there the highways and byways, all right, faithfully, you taking your notes, you study it, you read it along, you listen to how the speaker is breaking down the scriptures, all right. You look at it, you paying attention to the proper etiquette at camp, you see it everything. Hey, eventually the Lord gonna be like, yeah, it's time. It's time, Jake. And the Lord, the Lord knows how to do it with certain men. Certain men, He just throw you in the water. Certain men, step by step. Okay. 1 Timothy 4 and verse 13. Well, I'll start verse 12. Let no man deceive you. Let no man despise thy youth. All right, let no man despise thy youth. But be thou an example of the believers in word and conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. All right. Verse 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. So we got to give attendance. All right. And you've been on the other side. Y'all got to give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and doctrine. You got to make sure your deductions on point. So you got to take your notes. Got to make sure you're going back home and studying these notes. All right. Like the apostles and the bishops. All right. The elders, the deacons. All right. On down, us brothers, what do we often say? And we get it from our apostles. Don't believe us, but go do your research for yourself. Our apostles told us this when we was coming up in the truth. And guess what? We had to go do our research. All right. Don't just believe us. Go do your own research. Okay? Make sure the doctrine that you believe in is true. Verse 14, this is the point I really wanted. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery, which are the body of elders. Okay? But the point being, man, neglect not the gift that is in thee. We all have a gift/gifts in us, man. All right? You cannot neglect that. You cannot put that off. because you feel comfortable in this position. I'm okay taking notes. I don't want to be in the spotlight. I don't want to do too much. But what if your gift that's in you is, what if that gift that's in you is to prophesy? Now what you gonna do? You gotta prophesy, and the Lord's gonna hold you to that. And if you don't do that, the Lord's gonna judge you. The Lord can very well give your talent to somebody else that's actually, all right, flipping their talents and doing what they have to do. And the Lord can cast you back into the world to be destroyed, to wait for a nuke. You don't want that. Neglect not the gift that is in you. Man, I'm on the other side, man. I'm just good taking notes, man. That's it. But your gift may be for you to prophesy, for you to cross over and prophesy. Man, I'm good taking notes. I don't want to do too much. But your gift may be for you to, you might be good with the Hebrew. You might need to start doing Hebrew lessons, man. Man, I'm on the other side. I don't want to do too much. I'll just take my notes and that's it. But your gift may be, you good with the herbs. You gotta put brothers on with the herbs. You ain't gonna be in the same position forever, man. It's only up, man. It's only up. It's only us going up. The Lord don't believe in us just staying in the same place, man. We constantly gotta grow and constantly go up. We gotta constantly, all right. How it go, man? We gotta constantly climb Jacob's ladder, man. Gotta constantly go up, man. So neglect not a gift that is in you, man. We all have a gift or gifts in us. All right. Verse 15. Meditate upon these things. So you gotta meditate, you gotta sit there and actually think. That's why something that's pushed. Forgive me, brothers. That's something that's why this is something that's pushed, man. You have to know your gift, what your lot is, what your talent or talents is. So it's important for you to meditate. Figure out what your gift is. Because you're not gonna be on the other side taking notes forever. Figure out what your gift is, or your gifts. Figure it out. Pray to the Lord. Go on a fast. Do what you gotta do, Jake. Figure it out. And once you figure it out, like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, whatever I put my hand to, I do it all by might. Go all in. Verse 15 again. Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them. So give yourself wholly to them. Give yourself entirely, all right, to them. That thy profiting may appear to all. Okay? It's going to show. Once you really tap into your gifts, and you go all out, it's going to show, man. All right? It's going to show. Wisdom going to shine upon you more. You're going to be, let's say your gift is prophesied. The more you tap into, you're going to get better at it. You're going to know how to, this precept here, this precept there. It's going to show. You good with the Hebrew, like I mentioned earlier. It's going to show. You're going to be on like Elder by the God level. Okay? It's going to show. It shows through Elder by the God. Okay? The elder for the DC. All right? He's one of the great men that know the Hebrew. But didn't he have to take time and figure out what his gift was? Of course he did. And he knows it. He meditated. All right? He gave himself wholly to it. He gave his whole self to it. All right? And we see like, damn, like, he know it. Shit, I'm fighting demons. Oh, GMS fighting demons. I forget the elder's page. I believe it's Spiritual Army or 144K. I forget. All right. Type into your keyboard. Type in, click, enter, find it. Oh shit, Tawada. Just like that. Verse 16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So the point being, also, you got to take heed unto yourself and unto the doctrine, make sure doctrine on point, and continue in them. All right, continue the doctrine, man. All right, continue and taking heed unto yourself. All right, making sure you're on point, making sure you're involved. All right, this is the book of Habakkuk chapter 2. I'm gonna start verse 1. I will set upon my watch. I will stand upon my watch and set me. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord, which we ought our watch, all right? We ought our watch, all right? We the watchmen, okay? Verse 2, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Okay? And it was made plain to us, man. Our apostles, all right, made it plain. All right, they didn't make it complicated, made it plain, made the broken down to the most plainest terms, these scriptures, these prophecies, these breakdowns. All right, and we received it. All right, and we read that he may run that readeth it. We heard the word and we read. Eventually, you gotta run, bruh. Excuse my language, but excuse how I'm speaking, but eventually you gotta run, bruh. You can't just be where you at forever. Eventually, you're gonna need to run. Eventually, you're gonna need to take off. Because we are, all right, we are running in a race. Can't forget. Okay? We understand the race not given to the swift, but we are a part of this race. Okay, and we gotta endure and we gotta go. We gotta keep going. You gotta keep pushing. So everybody's supposed to hear this word and eventually take off. You're not supposed to just hear this word and that's it. You're in the same position. You're supposed to take off, man. Especially if you're a prophet. Okay? You're supposed to take off. Even if you're not a prophet, you still gotta take off, bro. May not be a prophet, but you still gotta what? Understand the doctrine. You gotta take off. Gotta be able to edify. And whatever your gift is, even with that, take off. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 4. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Verse 6, then said I, our Lord God, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. You scared. Man, I'm gonna just stay on the other side, man. This seems like a lot. I'm good. I'm gonna just stay here. But the Lord said unto me, say, I am a child. Lord, like, nigga, you ain't gonna stay where you at. You know how many brothers felt that way? Like, I'm gonna just stay here. I'm gonna take my notes. I'm comfortable here. Lord said, nope. No, you ain't. You gonna get more involved. And the Lord does that too. Because another reason why the Lord does that is because it doesn't stop with you. This is an ongoing cycle. All right. You're not going to be the only young brother on the other side. More men to come. Okay? You can't be in this position forever. You have to go up. You have to move. You have to run. And somebody else has to fill that position that you were in. It's an ongoing cycle. Okay? Ongoing cycle. Verse 7 again, but the Lord said unto me, say not I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, that thou shalt speak. And the reason why I brought this out, because going back to Jeremiah said, I'm a child. They say, Sir Jake say, man, I can't do this. I'm okay here. The Lord told Jeremiah, I don't want to hear that. The same thing for you. The Lord don't want to hear that. I'm young or I'm good here. I don't want to do too much. The Lord don't want to hear that. The Lord didn't even want to hear Moses with his bullshit, his excuses. When you read Exodus, I forget what chapter it is with Moses and the Lord having a conversation. I believe it's the third chapter. The Lord got vexed with Moses. And the Lord literally had to say, you know what? Go meet your brother Aaron, all right? You go do it with him, all right? The Lord don't want to hear none of that. And even with Moses, he had a beginning and as time went on, the Lord would increase him and he grew. That's what this truth is a part of, about, man. Growing. Not staying in the same position. Growing. Constantly growing. Constantly being watered. All right? Last precept. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 9, and verse. Let's see. Um, yeah, let me start at verse 35. Matthew 9 and 35. Yahweh went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. Then said he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. So there's a lot of people out here that we have to teach this word. That's why videos constantly being put out. All right, we gotta go out there to highways and byways and preach the word to people on the other side. Hey man, the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. We gotta pray for more laborers because this is a lot. So you really think for the men that's on the other side, you think you're gonna stay in this position forever? All right. And let's say you are a prophet, you think you're gonna stay here forever? Eventually you're gonna need to get your hands dirty. Because there's a lot of work to do. Jake, you're gonna need to get your hands dirty. You gonna need to get your hands dirty, man. You ain't a prophet, still gonna need to get your hands dirty. It's something you good at. You ain't coming to the truth. The Lord ain't bless you with nothing. The Lord just ain't bless you with nothing. It's something he bless you with. It's something that you good at. All right. Even in the time of Acts, Peter and the disciples, they the women was complaining. It was shit going on. Peter was like, man, we can't deal with this, man. We gotta preach the word. He set up, men. Y'all gonna deal with this. Everybody get your hands dirty. I'm just gonna chill here. Everybody get their hands dirty. Everybody gotta work. And that's how the Lord wanted. If one part of the body ain't working, because it's one body but many members. If one member of the body ain't working, if one part of the body ain't working, the whole body through. So we all gotta work. You ain't just gonna be on the other side, just taking notes forever, and just standing there saying "cud" with your hand folded, looking like a macho man on the other side. Nope. Lord ain't hell nah. Hell nah. Lord ain't with that. You better know it. So something quick I wanted to get into through the spirit part y'all about Shem Yahweh Shai. I'm gonna end off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh. Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to sincere brothers pushing his truth and all true sincerity throughout the four corners of earth, Jali. And also shalom to a few sisters that listen and believe as well. Shalom to you all.